So I thought I'd do a little tour to take you around Story Central, and this is the view as you walk in from the entryway. And you've got my desk over here. It's an L-shape workstation, which is really something I'm enjoying a lot. And then there's the wall of cabinets. It's a 10-foot ceiling. And then over here, we've got what was our beloved chicken chair that's been reupholstered, and this little sideboard that I found at an antique store, and then Steve repainted it for me. And then we've got the cross wall and my Amy Weaver sign, which is the Oceans lyric by Hillsong. And I like how it just kind of camouflages the TV there. You focus more on the big sign. And then coming down here, I've got 6 binders of Scrapbook Generation kits that are waiting to be put together. And then on the right, I've got some Big Sew boxes. The navy are Big Sew from the Container Store. And the one in the middle, the aqua one, is the Tagina from IKEA. And then up here, I've got a basket of books. And it's kind of fun because it actually camouflages my Sonos sound amp, which is wonderful. And then over here, Truman's excited about something, are my antique cameras that I've collected over the years and around town, around the state, I guess. This is one of my favorite antique cameras. And this pillow I made, Sheila invited me to a class where she teaches painting of boards and such. So that's kind of the overview. And now we can look inside this drawer and I'll show you what's in there. So you can see I've just got some 12 by 12 and 6 by 12 Ziploc bags for paper kits and thickers, some cords for miscellaneous, and a label maker. So then coming over this way, slowly, this is my work area. And this is my little antique desk and my seated glass lamp from Target. I kept the OT bulb and got rid of the OT lamp. Here is my angels. And then I'll just take you through the storage up here. In this cabinet, I've got my little printer and markers on the bottom shelf. And then the top 2 shelves, I've got my sketches from Scrapbook Generation in. And I've got them sorted by number of photos on the sketch. And then up on top, these are books that they sell or classes of theirs that I've taken. And I do have a clipboard right here of their latest sketches that I've downloaded and want to use. Coming over to this side, I've got class binders on the bottom, books and idea books on the center shelf, and then up top I've got some Simple Stories magazines, some printer and label supplies, and some Christmas candy I'm hiding from my family. Here's a close-up of those binders. These are classes I'm currently taking that I haven't got into a binder yet. This binder right here is the binder that I use to track what I've scrapbooked. Okay. Coming down the desk, I've got a little keyboard tray. And it's really quite big, and so I have a little divider over here for office supplies, non-scrapbooking stuff, and then at the back there's some extra photo paper and some pictures I need to figure out what to do with. Then I come over to this guy, and really deep drawers my ATG gun, various bits of notebook paper that I would use, coaster, nothing real exciting. My gum. Then this is going to be adhesive central here. This is all my extra that I use. And right over here is where I've got my supplies. I got rid of the Making Memories carousel, and I'm really enjoying this. It's sleeker, it's more visible to see everything. It's pretty easy to grab because I can just swivel around and come back over here. So nothing really spectacular in there. This is my scanner and my MacBook cord and my Cameo cord. And then down here, this drawer has got a little bit of a situation, so I'm not going to pull it out. But this is my wide format printer, and the drawer won't shut all the way. We've got to adjust the little platform that it sits on. I did keep my Alex drawer in here. I didn't want to, but I felt like it offered me a lot of storage. So the top shelf is for new things I need to put away. And the second drawer is for projects that I've got to do a little bit more on, or things I'm working on. These are some miscellaneous tools. They were in various places in my old scrapbook room, and I just don't use them a whole lot, but I didn't feel like I could get rid of them. This is one of my favorite things, and it's my cardstock scrap binder, and I used the arc punch and created this notebook with, it's in Roy G. Biv fashion, and this is silhouette supplies. I was just wondering where that freezer paper was the other day, and there it is. Blades and mats mostly. And then down here I've got my specialty silhouette material, vinyl and sticker paper, chipboard, whatnot. Over here I actually have a little trash can in my room for the first time ever, and those are two iris cases that have, the one on the left is the big vacation project, and the one on the right are some miscellaneous kit projects that I've got going on. The little paper guy in the middle are some hand stitch layouts. I've got those ready to go when we've got a road trip that we're working on, or I'm going to be in the car for a while. So this is the great scrapbook wall, and I'm just going to kind of show it to you with all the doors closed, and then I'm going to open the doors. Okay, I'm back. It's really impossible to get everything in one shot, so I'm just kind of stepping back, and I'll talk about the stuff from left to right. Over on the far left side, the top two cabinets, I've got theme embellishments in the very top, and then the paper is holiday paper that goes from New Year's to Christmas. Then I've got stamps, stamp pads. Then in the center section, at the top, I've got memorabilia. And then the middle top, I've got photos. And then the top right, I've got extra space for memorabilia. I've got some things I still need to work in here. Then I've got 6 compartments of paper. And then you can see my fold down stations here are embellishments on the left and sticker sheets in the middle, and then Disney on the right. And then up over here, I've got projects that I've got ongoing with a bin of flowers up there. I've got 8x10 pictures in the red boxes, and then I've got texture in the 3 bins, neutrals, cools, and warm colors. And then I've got my 3-up storage binders that hold all of my photos to be scrapped. So I'll just kind of zoom in. Sugar canisters hold my big pieces of twine. This is Stacy Julian's system. And in theory, you print everything out, and then what's in the binders is what you have to scrap. Down here, I've got a plug in this cubby, and so I wanted to have my typewriter and my sewing machine where I could easily use them and have them plug in. I'll come over here. This is Disney. It needs a little work. I can't stop going long enough to get my stuff organized. My pattern paper is on the bottom shelf, and it's organized by manufacturer alphabetically and then by collection alphabetically. And then my cardstock are in those Stampin' Storage paper holders. Those are really large iris clear document cases. On the right here, I've got iris media boxes on the right and Creative Memories Power Sort boxes on the left. More paper. Well, it's cardstock actually. Here's paper. And then these are my binders. Journaling stickers, word and phrase stickers, sticker sheets, A to Z, alpha sheets, and then theme and holiday sheets. And I've got my little ones are here, and they're sorted by color. These are discontinued project cases from the Container Store. Iris still makes a project case, it just looks a little different. These are miscellaneous embellishments by theme that are not holiday. And I've got some that need to be labeled, and these two are empty for something great that's coming, I'm sure. And then I've got a multi-bin of cardstock pattern paper that I can use, and then that is an iris case for summer and travel. Here's my paper. I had the idea to do dividers by collection, so I can kind of see where a manufacturer stops and starts, and I'm enjoying that. Then I use the Copper Hopper paper dividers for the collection packs. Up here, I use those Project Life dividers that Becky Higgins sells as little dividers for my cardstock colors. And yes, I like bezel. And then there's an up close of that. I've got an iris case for each park, and then General Disney. And then on the right, I think it's some stuff I need to go through, to be honest. I know that orange bin has holiday punches that I don't need access to all the time. Then we come down to this cubby, and I've got my Stampin' Storage ink pad holder, and I got all my ink pads labeled, and that makes me very happy. I use the font Another Typewriter. And then this is a little white bin that a friend recommended to me. There's my Evolution, a spinner with roller stamps, a spinner with seldom if ever used paint and daubers. And then this is where I'll use my trimmer. So I can just fold it out right here and use it. And then when I'm not using it, I just fold it up like that. And then that drawer will close up. So all of these doors will fold up. They're work surface or they hide stuff. Let me just hit this real quick. Stamps in Avery Elle envelopes, dies, embossing folders, a bin of miscellaneous paper like vellum and Nina paper. And then right here, I've got stamps that are 8.5 by 11 that I don't want to break down yet. That's my embossing folder samples. And then these are those bins of holiday paper. And there are the embellishment bins. Oh, right up there is 6x6 paper. And I've got it sorted by season too, or also. So, let's close these guys. All right, so that takes me to some drawers, and I'm just going to start on the left and work my way down. I wanted all my journaling stuff to kind of be close together. I realized the typewriter's on the other side of the room, but I wanted to be able to pick all my stuff out from kind of right around in here. So I've got larger journal cards here sorted by color, and then these are just going to be... Why is everything fighting me on this video? Then I've just got little bins of miscellaneous types of labels. This would be craft. I need to do some label maker work over here. Then right here, these are more the Project Life or the collection journal cards. And I do want to resort these by color and maybe bring some more logic to them. But, you know, for now I can just grab a stack out and look. And then right over here, I've got 6x6 paper pads, and they're sorted by manufacturer, alphabetical order. And then the rest of the 6x6 and the October Afternoon 8x8 are down here. On October Afternoon, I did sort it by color. I took all of those apart, and I like it that way. I just am having a hard time deciding to do my manufacturer pads that way. Here we've got miscellaneous embellishments like tags, envelopes, chipboard tags, super important things, little peeps, doilies. Again, needs a little bit of work and needs some labeling. And keeping all of my stamp stuff together with the thought that right here are my ink pads and right up here are my stamps. This drawer has my blocks, my cleaners, my Versamark, and my Stamp-A-Majig that Nicole just told me I had to have and I've never used. And some little bitty inks that don't fit up in the big holder. Then down here I've got more specialty things, embossing powders and my heat gun and cat's eyes and ranger daubers and such. Oh, I have to show you all these together. Let me close these drawers. I'm sorry, this is probably really bad camera skills. But I'm trying to get all these drawers shut. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of step back and almost fall. So you can see all my border punches are in the top 3 shelves. And these are my Martha Stewart punches. These are the punch around the page. So this would be the straight, and here would be the corner. Then I've got border punches over here, EK Success, and I've got some tab punches, some journaling stuff. The last of my punch around the page sets. These are my EK Success punches. And then we come over to Fiskars. Jenny Bolin. I guess that's EK Success also. So my border punches go away, and then you have my shape punches. These are just miscellaneous shapes. I tried to keep them in some kind of order, but I'm not really keyed up about it. Some things that bothers me if they move, and some things I'm okay with. These are some fun punches. Then over here is my last drawer of punches. I'm really sad that they're not really making great punches anymore. Okay, and so now we're going to go through all my other embellishments. This makes me very happy. It is my flare, and it is organized by color. So these are my reds and my pinks, my yellows, my oranges, and my greens, blues, multicolor, and specialty, and then neutrals. I do go to embellish at the end by color. I kind of start off working by collection, and so it made sense for me to get my embellishments by color as much as possible. These are hat pins, which I probably should get rid of. Moving on. Wooden buttons. I decided that these were really like flare, and so I want to pop them off and put them in the correct color, but you know, for now they're right there. And then I've got these chipboard button combination things. I felt like if they were here with this stuff, I'd be more apt to see them. And then I've got all of my, oh, there's Batman for Andrew. I've got all my rubber charms from October Afternoon, because I kind of think of it as kind of like flare. It's that big pop. Look at these buttons. This button drawer makes me very happy. Even if I never use them, I just love seeing it. So I've got them sorted by color, and they're in little fridge drawer. Oh, what am I? Drawer dividers. Didn't sound very intelligent. Clear, white, cream here, and then clear here. And then these are wooden buttons, and then these are my neutrals. Lots of chipboard, ephemera. There's 2 rows of it all. I have a lifetime supply in case the chipboard world ever dies. Oh wait, maybe it already has. I'm set. Coming here are my brads. I love brads. I store them in these Craftsmate lockables. I've had them in here for a long time, and they don't, to open the compartments, you have to push that little white button and pull. So it's kind of guaranteed they're not going to spill, which is really critical with the little giblets of things. And these are my medium and large brads, and then these are my little guys. There's room for more. Then, kind of like my brads, but sort of different, are my dots. And again, I'm going to sort these by color. And I've got 2 rows. So I've got red, pink, or yellow, orange, green, and neutrals, and then my blues. Here I've got bling. Have y'all seen these little pinwheels from Queen & Company? They're much cuter in person than they are on an online picture. Back here I've got specialty, those Simple Stories brads, B-R-A-D-Z. And they're self-adhesive, so I can't really take them off of what they go on. Got specialty shape enamel dots there. And then my newest fetish, Nuvo drops. And since these make dots, I stored them with my dots. Hey, this is my washi. And I found these really cool clear plastic containers at the Scrapbook Expo in April. And I got these for $3 a piece. So I got this washi storage for $12. And you can see that 4 fit perfectly. And one thing I'm really trying to be cognizant of is what I have and knowing what I have room for more of. And so on washi, I'm about done. If something comes in, that means something else is going to have to go. And I'm okay with that. I don't use it a lot. But again, it's sort of by color. And then at the back, good golly, I have these old Heidi Swap tapes. And I have this glitter tape. Lots of stuff to use. And here is veneer and Queen and Company toppings. I was really pleased with this little storage container. It's just a little clear container from the Container Store. And it holds them just fine. So this is my veneer. This space might be where my sequins go. I kind of bought some things to do some shaker cards. These are those art bins. You can get them at Joann's. And these are more of those Craftsmate lockables. And I did get this one the other day at Michael's. And I got the double one. I got this one just the other day at Hobby Lobby. So they're still out there. They are usually with the jewelry making supplies though. So you have to kind of look for them. Okay, that's that. And this is just one of the many projects I undertook for this room, and it's not done. But this is going to be my warm colors, and this is my cool colors, and this is my decorative brad drawer. So this is a styrofoam sheet that I got at Lowe's. A friend recommended it to me. So we cut it, and it was really messy. But I think it's going to work if we can just get the brad job finished. Then down here, I've got more chipboard. Okay, so kind of where we are is on the last section. And looking at the top drawer, I've got my hand sewing supplies, embroidery thread, my sewing machine plug is in there. My crocodile is here. This is my basil mat for my punching. And here's my thickers. And these are sorted by color. I did put little thin alphabets in here. I tend to think of them kind of the same. I don't use these a lot because I do cut a lot of my titles with my Cameo. But they fit in here great. Then I have a drawer of rub-ons that I want to work them into my sticker binder. And then I have a hot mess of a card making supply drawer. Coming up here, coloring supplies and some Bible journaling supplies. Things I hope to be able to do more of. This is a drawer of just miscellaneous tools. It's that Xyron 500 and the refills, some glue dots I've had for forever, extra Scotch tape, and then an old Dymo label maker. Probably can let that go. And here's another mess of card making stuff. So that's kind of the room. Let me back out of it now so you can kind of see. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you watching my video.